What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Took a year off. Took a year off. Didn't intend initially to take a year off. We had a hurricane exactly a year ago, and it wasn't a Cat 5. It was 2 miles an hour shy of a Cat 5. I think it was 153 over the roof of my house. In the center of Hurricane Ian, literally on the outer edge of the wall of the eye. That thing's just ripping. Pulled a few trees off of the neighbor's house just a little bit ago before it got really bad. I had to shut everything down because it was like, it's coming now. It's coming now. Yes, get you guys some view of what it's like in a hurricane. It's mostly the saturation on the ground, because it'll rain like a day before. Everything will get saturated. And then any limbs that weren't trimmed, like these ones, you know, they're vulnerable. They could go down. We've got this neighbor over here next door. He's got like an animal rescue shelter thing. It's literally just blowing to pieces. Oh, not good. Oh, yeah, they can go get that guy. Oh, no. Yes, it's freaking ripping out here, folks. We might get to see some branches come down. That metal's gonna rip. Probably put the tractor on top of it. Probably a good time to put the Jeep on top of it. Or something. Just drive the truck on top of it. Yeah, probably the truck. Just drive it over. So wind speed. It's like 153 miles an hour over our roof. Did great. Built a pretty strong building, it turns out. Worked out fine. Lost a ton of trees in our area. And it just became, okay, well, now we're just in 12-hour-a-day storm mode, and we did a lot of trees, like thousands and thousands and thousands of yards of trees. Increased the size of the company, got some equipment, all that stuff. We did all that stuff, and so for the last year, we've just literally been doing that, focused on growing the company, focused on getting prepped for what I think is an inevitable situation for where we go from here. A year later, like we're now losing F-35s. Best performing asset of 2022 was eggs. Nothing increased more in value in 2022. Like just things are getting really wild. I don't know how many billions we're at to sending over to the Ukrainian folks there, or the Ukrainian elite, at the expense of 400,000 dead Ukrainians. Just lots of that stuff. And then I kind of sat back and I thought through, and I was like, Well, at some point in time, if you put too much truth out on, like, you know, a centralized server like YouTube, you know, you're going away. So it's like, how much effort do you want to put into this? So I do want to build out an audience. I enjoy doing these videos. I figure out, you know, tactfully how you do it. I hate censoring myself. I hate saying not just like it is. But nonetheless, told myself like a month into the storm, I was like, you know what, we're gonna take some time off. I posted like 1 or 2 videos between now and then, like between, you know, last year, but like every time I did, I was like, I'm taking a sabbatical here. So gonna be back and posting daily, trying to figure out what the strategy is there. I looked at some of my content from the previous. It was getting dark, you know, it was getting like real black pill, and I was like, I don't like this. It doesn't feel good. I want to put out the good feels. I want to put out the good vibes. But I also want to tell people, like, you know, this history is very clear. Like, this stuff ends the same way every time, 5,000 years in a row. I mean, it's basically the same thing. We can debate, like, you know, the details of it, but it's basically the same thing. Like, countries get big, they get degenerate, they go broke, they have to fight other countries, millions of people die, then there's a resettlement of the system, there's a rehypothecation of the system, the debt gets blown out, gets blown away. People get screwed, they change classes, or you become like a futile class. You know, the rich get richer until they don't. And then you go through these crazy, like these birthing canals of history where things get really gnarly, like during these fourth turning events, and then everything's cool, and then you move into like normally a high time, like after these, you know, events after these crisis events have conceded, and then it's pretty awesome, and then you're into like the new world. But right now, we're at this spot where people are battling for power positions. You're seeing like the East like starting to take power, and like literally energy and monetary resources like gold and uranium, things like that, are literally like moving their way east. So the means of production are moving their way east, and the West is like purple hair and going crazy. And so I looked at my content and I was like, I don't like how negative some of it is. I want to focus on the positive. I want to focus on what it is that we can do to survive and prosper in these times. And I've thought about that. I've reflected on that. And so I'm going to be getting back into putting in the reps, putting in the YouTube reps, and just posting something every single day, you know, regardless of what's going on. I'm just gonna make that commitment, you know, short, sweet. We'll get them up and get that rocking. So we'll be back, excited to be back, catch you guys up. Got a new old 7.3 here. I haven't put like the camera mount in it or anything like that. Still have my other 7.3, but we added this guy. This guy's like 120,000 on it, so it's a nice little dude. Got it all like redone. Everything's good except the hood. The hood, it's black just like the other one. The hood's got to be painted. The hood and the roof are rough, but everything else on it, minty, super minty. So love you guys, and we'll see you on the future videos. Peace.